to the Internal Medicine for Vet Techs podcast. If you haven't joined us before, we're passionate about all things internal medicine and helping you become the best tech you can be. We'll be discussing interesting internal medicine diseases, how to work closely with pet parents, and how to become the go-to tech in your practice. Now, let's start the show. Welcome back, you guys. Thanks for listening. And of course, thank you for making a commitment to your learning. We hope you're doing well. If you haven't joined us before, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Yvonne Brandenburg. I'm one of your hosts for the show, and I am joined by Jordan Porter.
Hello, hello,
Hey.
and Happy New Year.
Yeah, I know. Woo, is this the first one after?
Yeah.
I guess technically it's the first one after New Year's.
Yeah, because our last one was New Year's Eve.
That's true. How did you celebrate?
I was in bed by 10:30. Please.
Oh my God, I'm glad I'm not the only one. I was like, I swear I'll stay up, and then I passed out at 10:30.
No. I was like, I probably got the most sleep that night than I normally do. I was in bed by 10:30 and I slept till 8, which is amazing because it never happens. I know.
No, I definitely got up at the normal time, which was like 5:30, and I was like, okay, I'm awake. And I tootled around the house. And then I was like, I had like anxiety all day because I was on call that night.
Oh, yeah.
So that was last night. So I was on call from 7 p.m. until 7 a.m., which, first of all, I'm usually in bed by 9:30. So I was like, oh my God, okay, 7 p.m. So at some point, try to get a nap in, which of course did not happen yesterday. And then I was like, make sure that your ringer's on your phone. So
yeah,
in case
right.
you called in. And then I woke up this morning at 8 o'clock and I was like, I did not get called in. It was very exciting. So I got to sleep in this morning, which was great.
That's nice.
I think I woke up like 5 times in the middle of the night checking my phone.
But I'd be anxious that I wouldn't hear it.
Yeah, I can. Well, because I usually do the like do not disturb thing on my phone.
Yeah, that's
so
what
I
I
had
do
to make
too.
sure to like turn that off last night.
Yeah.
And then I kept like putting it down when I like went to the kitchen, and I was like, oh God, where's my phone? So I was pretty anxious, and then managed to sleep in this morning.
We didn't do anything for New Year's. Like, I'm pretty sure my kids were like out of the house most of the day. I cleaned. So I cleaned the dogs' cages and stuff. And then like, I don't know, I think they came back home around like 6-ish p.m.
Nice.
Made dinner, and then we went to bed. Like, it wasn't like,
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're working on the house now that we're back in. We have to fix all the stuff that needed to get fixed.
At least you're back in.
Yeah. Did you see the picture that I posted last night?
Yes. So I thought it was funny because I now have a sheet behind mine because I'm like, that's such a good idea. And the sheet was still clean from like when I washed it yesterday. I never put it on the bed. So
nice. Yeah, this is
smells nice.
Like this blanket, it's, it's big. It helps dampen some sound, and I can't wait to get my regular space set up again, but I'm not in a closet, so that's exciting. Oh my God. Okay, so if you haven't joined us before, I was displaced from my house for about 2.5 months because of poo water. So we talked about this previously, but I am back home, which is very exciting. My cats are here. So again, they may start making appearances, but they're sleeping right now. So I'm hoping that stays that way.
However, my children are not, so we'll see.
Ooh, girl.
I know we're testing it. We're really testing it today.
It's one of those things. It's like Beetlejuice. We say it too many times, it starts happening.
Right? Exactly.
So let's dive into this week's episode. A little bit of housekeeping. We asked last week, the question of the week was, who would you like to see on the podcast and what questions would you ask them? And we're super appreciative of a couple of kind of bigger names. So Dave Cowan and Jeff Bacchus, they both answered, and we're working on things actually as we speak because they answered this question. And then David Liss as well. So if you have not heard of these guys, you definitely should. Dave and Jeff are from the Vet Tech Cafe. And then David Liss, if you haven't heard him at a conference speaking, I'm surprised.
Right. I was thinking about that because I'm going to VMX in a couple weeks, and he's he's lecturing like several different lectures while I'm there. So
Is he? Nice. You should
Yeah.
definitely say hi to him.
Oh yeah.
And then we have a couple of shout outs, and this one is kind of, it's a little bit funny / sad. So I didn't even know this was a thing. So we found a review back from October on a platform that we didn't even know existed. So I'm sorry we didn't know. But Amber Hurley, thank you very much, by the way, for this review, because it was back from October. But she said she literally searched for a tech podcast a couple months ago and was so disappointed not to find one. And then she was super excited to have one to listen to now. She works in a small 2-tech practice with one doctor, and so she doesn't get to interact with other techs very much. She says, good luck and keep being superheroes in the field.
Oh, I know, that's so nice. And I feel bad that we weren't like tech savvy enough to find that review sooner.
I know. I was like, oh my gosh. So I love that review, by the way. It's pretty awesome.
Yes. Well, plus like, because that's like our very first review.
She was our first review and we didn't even know about it. That's like
I know.
which makes I worry that there's others out there that we haven't even seen
that we
yet.
haven't found yet. We're really sorry, Amber, but we really, really, really appreciate you. Yes. And you also keep being a superhero.
That's right. 2 techs, 1 doctor in a practice. Whew, I can't. I worked in a small practice for a hot second and I can't do it. It's too much.
Mm-hmm. So our second review is from CavNav22 USA. He said, informative and well done podcast. I am a potential client and not in the veterinary profession, but still understood in most of the topics and learned a great deal about the proper care of our pets. I would recommend this to veterinary professionals as well as pet owners. The website has a great deal of information and resources. The hosts are very well versed, intelligent, and even put some humor into the shows. Keep up the good work.
Aww.
We really appreciate that, especially if we can like simplify things to make people who really don't know the medical field very well understand. So
yes,
thank you.
I definitely agree with that. Can I say this one? Because I'm so excited about it.
It's a big one.
It's a big one. So we hit 160 on the Apple Podcast rank for the US under medicine, which holy moly, that was really cool. I'm like,
yeah,
ranked.
I know. We actually ranked in like,
granted, it is in medicine, but there's so many medicine podcasts out there. So
many. Well, because
I'm
if you throw in like how many human medicine, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm also excited about the Australian one. I know we didn't type that in here.
We didn't type it in there. I'm sorry.
I'm really excited that we ranked number 14 on the
I can't
Australian.
believe that. That's crazy.
Right? So thank you, Australia, for being such supporters of us.
Exactly.
You rock. Step up your game, United States.
I know. God. 160. Come on, ladies.
Right?
All right. And gentlemen. Sorry. I know there's guys out there because we have some on our list, which is really cool. I don't think we have any questions to be answered. I think we've talked about things in the Facebook group, and some people are starting to email us, which is really cool. So definitely, if you can leave a review, we'd love it, and we will share your review. And if you want to send us an email, you definitely can. You can do podcast at internalmedicineforvettechs.com. It'll get to us, and either Jordan or I will answer you guys directly, which is it's always fun when we get to talk to you guys.
Dive right into this week's topic.
Yes, I feel like this is like the internal medicine topic.
Yeah, pretty much. So we're doing a little different because we're not actually discussing a specific disease this week.
No, we're
just discussing like internal medicine.
Yeah,
a vague internal medicine workup.
Yes,
which could lead to so many things.
Yeah, which is why we started with it as a little bit of vague, because we are going to do our GI series for this month. So
dun dun dun.
So we have to start somewhere.
Even though we've already talked about vomit and poop, now we're going to talk about how to work it up.
How to work it up, girl, work it. But for this week, so we are going to be talking about general workup of gastrointestinal cases.